Hi guys, so it's been a while since I've made a video for you. As you guys know, I've been super busy. Well, not so much recently, but for the last couple months anyway, I've been super busy, with work and stuff, so I haven't really had the time to make videos for you or do looks in general. With Halloween coming up, I thought maybe it would be a good idea for me to do something Halloween inspired. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for something. Anyway, so yeah, so today's idea is going to be a zombie type look. I'm gonna do a zombie bite on my neck and basically make myself look dead, I guess. The main focus is going to be like how to do the bite, but then I'll just kind of do my face whichever way. Doesn't matter. So the stuff you're gonna need for today, most important stuff, is an adhesive. So I'm using spirit gum and adhesive remover. So you have to have these two, or it just won't. The scar wax won't last. So this is the scar wax. So you'll need that stuff. This is the Ben Nye nose and scar wax. You'll need liquid latex, and you will need fake blood. I'm going to be using face paint to put in some details, but if you want to use normal makeup, you can. I'm going to be using both, so you can use both if you'd like. Obviously, you'll need makeup brushes, and you will need something to make your skin look white. I'm using Ben Nye Color Cake makeup. This one is in porcelain, I believe. Yeah. You can use this. It's like a powder, basically. It just comes on like a powder. You can use that, or you can use a cream makeup, whatever you prefer. It's your choice. Doesn't matter. So, let's get started. So what you're going to do first is grab your scar wax, and you need something to take it out. It is very sticky, so you'll need something to kind of pry it out. I'm just looking for my spatula and I can't find it. I cannot find anything today, guys. So I'm just going to use some tweezers. I'm going to use the opposite end of my tweezers and just kind of dig out a nice portion. Now, important thing about this, scar wax is very sticky, so you'll want to do a lot of hand lotion. So make sure to have some hand lotion by, because it is very sticky. Alright, so now that I've got my portion out for my scar wax, I'm going to, actually I should have done this first. Kind of backwards today, guys, kind of backwards. I need to get some of this lotion off my hand real quick because I need to apply my spirit gum first. So, you don't have to do this. This is just a good option if you want the makeup to last longer, because scar wax will peel off and stuff. So you want to make sure your hair is completely away from the area you're putting it in, and you just want to kind of apply it in the area that you want to lay down the scar wax. Okay, so now you just want to let that sit for a few minutes because it needs to get tacky. So we'll do the lotion again, just on the fingertips. And you're going to grab your portion of scar wax. Now you need to flatten it out. Just kind of work with it to get it kind of in like a curved kind of shape. If you feel like you need a bit more, then grab some more. This stuff does break apart quite easily, so kind of have to know how to work with it. Alright, so once you're satisfied with the shape that you've done, that's perfect. So you're just going to kind of lay it down. Any area that you want. So it'll look something like that. I don't know how well, I hope you guys can see this. So that's what it'll look like. So now you want to get a little bit more lotion. Actually, we'll just get our next piece first. So just grab another portion. Now grab our lotion. You'll be using a lot of hand lotion if you want it to not stick to your skin, because this stuff is so sticky, and then once it starts breaking apart you'll never get it to work. Alright, so same thing, just kind of flatten it out and make that kind of C kind of shape. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. That's my son's music player. He's down for his nap, so if you're wondering what the creepy music is, that's what it is. Alright, so just gonna stick that down. And kind of blend it down into the skin. Don't worry about blending it too much right now, because we'll kind of go into that more after. Alright, so once both pieces are down, you've got kind of general shape of your bite. So grab a bit more lotion and just kind of on the fingertips, and then you're just going to go around the outside and smooth it down into your skin. This kind of helps the blend. Alright, now we're going to get our liquid latex. And your hands will be very slippery from the lotion, so that'll be fun to open. So, I mean, just a small amount. You don't need a whole lot. And you can use a sponge or you can use your hand, whatever you prefer. This is just to help seal it, make sure all the edges are nicely fastened to your skin. Just please do not have any hair in the area, because whatever hair is touching the latex is going with the latex when you pull it off. So if you want to keep your hair, I suggest you tie it back somehow, whatever you need to do. Alright, so before you apply any makeup on that, it needs to dry. It takes about 5 minutes or so to dry, so I'm going to stop the video and I will be back as soon as it's dry. So, be right back. Alright, so it's pretty much dry. It's kind of just sticky right now, so this part is optional, but I'm going to do it because I don't like it to look shiny. So I'm just going to take some loose powder and just kind of dab it around. So now I'm going to take that face whitening stuff and kind of just make my skin look a little bit more pale. Not sure if you guys can tell the difference or not on camera. Alright, good enough. Like I said, the focus is going to be the wound anyway. Okay, so now what you're going to do is take your makeup. So I'm just using BH Cosmetics palette. I'm going to be using red. And what I'm going to do with this is just kind of try and make the area look, obviously, not infected, but irritated, because the skin is going to look irritated. So I'm going to take a red and a bit of a, kind of like a reddish brown color. I'll just show you rather than describe it. So I'm taking this red here and this kind of brown red right there. So I'm blending, whoops, darn color. Alright, so I'm taking those two colors together and I'm just going to kind of dab it around. This is just to kind of build up your irritated skin look. It doesn't need to be completely neat because you've got skin missing, so it's not going to be, you know, perfectly even. Alright, that's good enough for now. So now I'm going to go into my face paint and I'm going to pick out a red color. So you can use cream makeup, you can use normal makeup, you can use face paint. Does not matter. So this is water activated. So I just have my little spray bottle there and I spray it in. And you're just going to paint on the inside of the wound. You can go on the outside a little bit too, like in the little cracks. Again, it does not need to be perfectly neat because it's supposed to look messy and gross and all that fun stuff. Man, this is difficult to do to yourself. I need a model. Alright, so I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer just for a second so you can see what it's starting to look like. So, as you can see, it's starting to look like it's actually, hold on. like a chunk is actually missing. And so that's what it's starting to look like. But it's gonna look a whole lot cooler once we're done. Alright, so now that we're done with the red, we're gonna just put that away. Oops. It's so messy. Alright, now we're going to, I think I'm going to use a black eyeshadow just because I have a bit more control. The paint's kind of, well, it's paint, so it's going to be kind of messy. So I'm just taking a flat brush and some black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put in some depth. Alrighty, so I'm just going to find a thicker eyeshadow brush. I got too many brushes. And I'm going to go in with that same red and, actually maybe just the red. And I'm just going to kind of work it into the, kind of the inner corner, or inner area of the wound. And then I'm going to go with the darker red that we used before and put it on top. I mean, this will mostly be covered with blood anyway, but this is just to add the depth to it. The blood is what will make the entire thing look cool. And right now it probably doesn't look like much, but it will. Just give it a second. Alright. So, our liquid latex on this thing, I put it all on there, I put my blood and my liquid latex on there, so kind of just gotta peel it off. There we go. So you're gonna take your fake blood. This is the very, very fun part. And just put a small amount for now. If we need more, we'll put more on. Now this part is optional. You can use a brush, you can use your finger, you can use whatever you want, but I really love the stippling sponge. It's just kind of, I cut off a small piece. It actually looks like this. You can get them at any Halloween store. Sometimes they'll sell them in the Halloween makeup packs. They're really good for just making a horror or whatever look more realistic. They're really good for adding facial hair, even if you want to go as a dude for Halloween. It's actually really good for that too. But we are using it for our blood. I'll probably use my hands a little bit too, but for now it's just the stippling sponge. So you just want to kind of dab it around, and already it's starting to look friggin' fantastic. And you will get messy. I've already got blood down my cleavage. This will require quite a bit of blood because you have to think, you know, it's got to piece of skin, not a piece of skin, a huge chunk of skin missing, so it's going to require a lot of blood. You can get different kind of blood too. This is just a normal stage blood. You can get like coagulated blood. You can get like the really dry looking blood, which is good for a zombie look, because if it's, you know, a zombie that's been dead for a while, the blood would look kind of dry and old looking, so that would be really good. I don't have any, so I'm just using the normal stage blood. I'm a fresh zombie. Phew, this is looking pretty gross. Alright, so you kind of smear some blood around, because I mean, you probably, if you were, you know, bit, you'd probably touch it like, oh my gosh, and you'd smear some blood around and all that fun stuff. Oh man, this is cool. First time I've done this, guys, so I mean, there are probably better tutorials out there you can get for this, but I just thought maybe I would show you the way I do it. This is my way of doing it, so if you don't like it, then that's fine. If you do, then that's cool too. I'm just gonna kind of break some more blood up here. This blood probably would have sprayed a little bit when I got bit. Alright guys, so this is my zombie bite kind of look. So I'm not gonna do too much. I mean, with your face you can do whatever you want. You can add some dark circles around your face, around your eyes, kind of contour whatever you need to do, or you can just leave it white and let the wound do its own speaking. So I'll do a nice little close-up for you guys. I'm gonna take a picture as well. Obviously you guys will be able to see that on my page. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to share it with your friends, obviously, subscribe, and if you don't know my Facebook page, it's Glam MUA on Facebook. So if you haven't seen my page yet, please go check it out. I have a lot more special effects kind of looks up there, so yeah, go check them out. And so yeah, anyways, thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful in some way, and maybe you can use it for Halloween, who knows. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.